Hey, in this next video, I want to continue to talk about discernment. And in this one, I want to talk about how a lot of times our discernment ties right in with obedience and us being obedient to the will and to the call of God. When God is giving us instruction and He's asking us to walk in a certain path, He needs us to be obedient. And many times I've noticed when I have not completely started doing what it is He has instructed me to do, my discernment is starting to be heightened. I start to notice things in people that I may not have noticed before. I started to notice things in environments that I may not have picked on before, and it made me to start looking at it a certain way, or maybe start asking certain questions, or being more mindful. Because a lot of times we may meet people and we have a surface level relationship with them where we only pay attention to the things that they say, or we notice that they may make us laugh at times, or we may have a comfortable conversation with them, or we feel a little bit at ease with them, and our guard may be down too quick with them. But when you start praying and asking God for discernment and for Him to give you clarity in situations, it's because He's wanting you. And when He starts revealing these certain things to you, it's because He's wanting you to move a certain way. He's wanting you to change something. Something in your life is about to abruptly change. And He needs you to take heed of who you're talking to, who you're interacting with. And now you're starting to notice that person that you thought was so kind and such a friend, you're starting to notice some other things about them. You're starting to notice almost the things that trigger them. The person that you thought that was so kind and so nice and so meek, there may become a time where God is trying to remove you from that person because you became too close with them. He needs you to be quiet. Because a lot of times when we have people that we have became too comfortable with, and that we notice that they're so nice, it's become a point that you've given them too much information. And in this season, God needs you to be quiet. He needs you to be quiet because He's preparing you to be obedient for the call. He's getting ready to change course and change direction in your life. And He needs you to focus in and pay attention to Him. He's going to isolate you. So those people that, you've been so nice to them in the past and they've made you feel comfortable, you start noticing that some of the things that you say are being taken the wrong way, or they're starting to give like off this kind of meanness, or like they're giving off a personality that you've never seen in them before. They're showing you a side that, let me step back. Because I got in a situation like that, and I was thinking like the old Jazz was thinking and wanted to say, who you talking to? But the new Jazz, the one that sat there, because I asked, Holy Spirit, guard my tongue in this moment. It allowed me to just stay quiet and just allow this person to show me exactly who they were. When a person shows you who they are and that representative is no longer present, adhere and take inventory of what it is that they are showing you. And that's where I was, because He had started isolating me from everyone else within this place. And I had started to, it's like God started doing it one by one. He started revealing things in them that I didn't like, that I didn't care for, that I knew that I didn't mesh with, that I knew that in my everyday life, I wouldn't tolerate those things. Like if people came at me this way, or they said those certain things, I wouldn't be okay with it. And it was like He was doing it one by one. And it was still this one or these two people that I was still making excuses for and be like, but I can trust them. I know I can trust them. You may be able to trust them, but Right now, what God is instructing you to do, He needs you to be quiet. He needs your full attention. He needs you to trust in Him. He needs you to be still. He needs to isolate you because, unfortunately, I was looking at this place as a different. I was looking at it in a different way. It's like this could be my ministry. So I was starting to be a lot more outspoken, but for what God was preparing me for, He needed me to be a little bit more quiet and stop speaking so much. Because had I continued to talk and be as open as I was with these people, things would have happened before God's timing. The enemy would have been able to step in and know exactly what it was that God had planned, or what God was about to do in my life, and where God was about to take me. So God had to isolate me in order to protect me from the enemy. So that discernment, when you're feeling an inkling or feeling that there has been a mood shift or an energy shift, we have to stop looking at it as that person. And I had to think out, like I said, when I was talking to that person and I noticed that they were really showing me who they were, I couldn't get upset. I couldn't be like, who are you talking to? And be the old jazz and come out, this is a revelation that this could be the enemy. This is the enemy. They have been using this person as a monitoring spirit or a familiar spirit to get intel from me, to get information and get insight from me. So when you start feeling that inkling within you to be quiet, that's the Holy Spirit guarding you. That is the Holy Spirit telling you, I need you to, don't say that. Don't answer that. Don't ask this. Move around. I need you to be quiet because I need you not to tell. I need you to focus in. Focus in on hearing my voice. And my voice is telling you in this moment, just be still. Be quiet. I don't want you to be as friendly and as outgoing as you have been. You can be cordial, because in certain environments, we still have to be cordial. We still have to show up, good morning, hello, how you doing, and go on our way. But we will no longer be having those conversations about our personal life. And for someone, that's the season that you are currently in. That feeling that you're getting whenever you're around certain people, or you're noticing that their demeanors are changing and the way that they are speaking, is because God needs you to be quiet. He needs you to stop telling everything. He needs you to stop. Hey, personal conversations need to die down at this moment. Because what God is about to do in your life, the enemy does not need to know. Because He does not want the enemy to interfere, because He's wanting you to walk in your purpose. Where He is leading you, it is where He is designed and He has predestined for you to go. And you keep getting sidetracked because the enemy has had intel and he knows how to get in to kill, steal, and destroy all of those ideas and all of those situations and everything that's coming to mind, because you always giving him ammunition. You telling him what the plan is. So right now, when he's giving you this feeling of being quiet and being still, just obey. This is where obedience matters. Your obedience to that timing and to that calling, and for Him telling you to be quiet, is because He's preparing you for what's next. And He doesn't need the enemy to step in, because He needs you to do what it is He has called you to do. And you just have to be obedient in this moment. And it's okay. It's okay to be selfish just right now. And you don't even have to look at it as being selfish. You're putting God first. You're putting the work of God first. What God has willed you to do. You're putting that first. And right now, we may just need to step away from some people. We may have to go into a period of isolation, but that's a part of the obedience for what it is that He is instructing for you to do and what He's preparing you to do. There'll be a time where He's going to use your voice again. But right now, He just needs you to be quiet and listen to Him and wait on instruction from Him. Pray for clarity. Pray for discernment. Pray for wisdom. Get into the book of Proverbs and see where it is God is taking you. Thank you for tuning in to this video, and I'll see you next week. Have a blessed day.